Your love is rated X. That means you're extra.
Hello everyone and welcome back to the Trash channel. It's me, Alice, and yeah, if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe and activate the bell so you won't miss anything, and give me a big thumb up. So today's video is all about relationship, like interracial one or distance. And yes, I want to say something about it, like own experiences and what I think about it. And you can also put some of the comments below if you want to. Yes, and let's get started. So, as some of you guys know, I started dating like 17 and a half. And you know, once you go for black, you never go back. Yes, that's what I thought it's gonna be. And till now, I know after like, I think it's like 8 years later, yes, I'm like, yes, of course, black is beautiful, but not forever. Yes, for me, I like to be a free spirit, and yes, to be alone sometimes or with someone is good, but to be free, it's the best. Not free like a bird, you know, but just some freedom. And yes, so for me, when I started with like 17 and a half, I met someone on the internet, as always, you know, but this time it was someone I met in person, and not before I was just writing and calling. And this person was kind of worse to me at the end, and I learned some things I wouldn't like to know. And yes, this guy I met was from Africa, but staying in Berlin. And yes, this was like my first real boyfriend, like in person. And this man was trying to take advantage of me while I was doing my traineeship or apprenticeship as a butcher. And I was making a contract for me, usually with a new tablet and internet and this stuff. And in the end, he stole it from me, took it far, far away. And at the end, I had a bill like OMG, you know? So if you're going for interracial, you have to be carefully at the beginning, I'm telling you. Because it can be like black, Chinese, or you can go for someone from Australia, Americans. Doesn't matter what or who, which color, which nationality. You have to be a bit carefully. And that's what I learned after some time, after years. Yes, it took me years. And now I know what I'm gonna do. It's not easy to trust someone, but if this person doesn't really love you or is trying to take advantages, then you better throw him away. And yes, my relationships were kind of the same. Like, it's like I was always trying to look for some cool people, but at the end of the day, they were like bad and they were doing shit behind, which I don't really like. Because I'm a good person and I trust in good things, not in bad things. And yes, for the long distance relationship, I must tell you, like, when I start going to the Facebook, when I was about 16 years old, I met someone which was staying in like an Asian country, and this person speak English to me, and mine was like terrible. I was so bad in school. And in the end, at the end, I learned some good things from him, and I'm proud of it. And yes, And last time I even caught myself like stalking if this person still exists. And I found out that this person is married to an Asian woman now, and I think he has even like 2 children. And I'm really proud of it. And for me, I like long distance relationships. That's not the matter. But finding someone who is really touching your heart is very hard. Like, I never really found my soulmate. That's the fact. And I want to be free, you know, as I told you at the beginning. And sometimes you can love someone for a long time, and then later the love will go. You still like the person, but it's not like it used to be. So you know it was not a soulmate. But you don't hate the person. Sorry. And excuse me for my English sometimes, but yes, it's really hard sometimes. And when I see some interracial couples on the internet, I'm like, okay, it can work, but for me it didn't. And for me, I like it, but I'm afraid, you know. For this interracial coupleship, there are also some things like this culture and the language. Yeah, because I saw someone, it's like, he speaks like Spanish and some English, and she speaks some little Spanish and English, but she's based in Germany. And when I see this sometimes on internet, I am like, OMG. Because I see so many things I saw when I was like with some black people. You know, black is beautiful. But when I see this, I must laugh, really. Because I can identify myself with so many things. And you know, every culture is different. You know, we Germans, we are different. Chinese, and everyone is different. Even the culture. For me, culture doesn't really matter as long as it doesn't affect me. And if I don't like it, I will tell you, but I still respect it. But, you know, some things, they are very scary. And yes, I am someone who believes in myself. Like, I'm on it. And that's it. Yes. Oh my god, sorry. It's like I'm getting some fever and catarrh and this stuff. It's the season. I'm sorry for this. So dating someone who's not from the same country isn't always easy, but it's worth to try it. Really, you can learn a lot about this. And in my opinion, when a relationship starts like a distance one, it's like something like the best. And yes, and if you don't really like the culture, you better don't go for it. Or you find someone who's in this culture you don't really like, but where the parents are a bit modern, so it's not like the traditional one, like the old school. Then I'm okay with it. Yes, so I hope I didn't confuse you. But interracial relationships are beautiful as long as if it's your soulmate. And yes, if you want to fall in love, you can do it. You can fall in love with my channel. And you can also check out my main channel. But there I'm gonna talk German. But if you're nice, you're gonna give it a thumb up or at least subscribe. Yeah, then see you guys later. Bye bye.